It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs on Sunday night.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Dana, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
On first down, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Chiefs hit 9-3 here on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 91 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Under pressure, they got him again. George Karlaftis providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And coming out now, the Broncos. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only are they stout at the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap once their defense to play with a little more hope and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That gain on third down, good for 28.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mahomes to throw once more.
With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now here's Mahomes.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's the option going right.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and it worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are back within a score.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, Wilson. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Wilson. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's Wilson on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the ball comes loose, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they'll take a second look. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On second down, they'll run it here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And Nathaniel Hackett apparently disagrees with the ruling on the field. And he's going to... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Mahomes now on first down. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Open man, this is Lewis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete.
And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spot.
Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton from 8 yards out. And the Broncos take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 44, Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Touchdown! Javonte Williams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes on the slant. He's got Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got this down to the 35. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Again, it's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline and just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7. 24 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Finding Hardman. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Denver, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host